Stop for a second and be honest with me. When you think about learning English, what do you feel? Do you feel excited, like you're about to open a present? Or do you feel tired? Do you feel that heavy weight on your shoulders? The pressure of memorizing lists, rules, and grammar charts? For so many of us, English has become a chore, a job we didn't apply for but have to do. But what if I told you that the reason you feel stuck isn't because you aren't smart enough? It's because you've separated the language from your life. Today we are going to fix that. We are going to unlock fluency, not by studying harder, but by feeling more. Intro. Hello everyone. If you've been scrolling through YouTube looking for the secret, you might have seen videos titled "The Best Way to Learn English" or promised shortcuts to fluency. But the truth is much simpler and much more personal than any clickbait title. Today, we are going deeper. We are going to talk about textbooks or exams. We are going to talk about you. We are going to explore how your hobbies, your obsessions, and the small things that bring a smile to your face are actually the keys to unlocking your English voice. We are going to talk about unleashing your potential by connecting the language to your personal passions. The trap of mechanical learning. So, what do I mean by passion? I'm not talking about some grand, life-changing destiny. A passion is simply anything that lights you up. It can be huge or it can be tiny. Maybe you love painting landscapes. Maybe you are obsessed with baking the perfect sourdough bread. It could be football, gardening, coding, or even just watching old movies. It's that thing you do where you lose track of time. That is your fuel. When you speak about something you love, a physical change happens. Have you noticed? Your face relaxes. Your eyes get wider. Your voice gets stronger. You stop worrying about whether you use the present perfect tense correctly, and you start caring about whether the other person understands how much you love this thing. That shift from worrying to sharing is where fluency begins. The Tale of Two Learners. To show you how this works, I want you to imagine two different students. Let's call the first one the academic. He wants to learn English, so he buys the biggest grammar book he can find. He studies the rules of the past simple and the future continuous. He memorizes irregular verbs. He works hard. But if I ask him, "What do you like to do on weekends?" he freezes. He panics. He starts searching his brain for the right grammar rule instead of just answering. He has knowledge, but he has no flow. Now, imagine the second student. Let's call her the baker. She loves making cakes. She doesn't spend hours on grammar drills. Instead, she watches baking tutorials on YouTube in English. She reads food blogs from New York and London. She writes down her own recipes in English. She joins a Facebook group for bakers and comments on their photos. A year later, the baker is speaking fluently. Is her grammar perfect? Maybe not. But she is communicating. She is natural. She is confident. Why? Because she didn't study English. She used English to do what she loved. That is the difference we are looking for. Finding your why. You have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? And to get a better job or to travel are good reasons, but they are surface reasons. We need a reason that lives in your heart. Your why should be, I want to speak English because I have stories inside me that I want to share with the world. You have experiences, ideas, and feelings that are unique to you. When you realize that English is just the bridge to get those ideas out of your head and into the world, the fear starts to fade. Practical steps. Input. So, How do we actually do this? How do we turn a hobby into a lesson? First, change your input. If you love cars, stop reading generic English texts. Go read car reviews in English. Watch interviews with your favorite drivers. If you love photography, follow photographers from English-speaking countries on Instagram and read their captions. You will learn specific vocabulary, words like shutter speed or horsepower, that you will actually remember because you care about them. If you see a word in a textbook, you might forget it tomorrow. But if you see a word in a video about your favorite subject, it sticks. Practical steps: output and self-talk. Next, we need to change your output. You don't need a teacher to practice speaking. You can talk to the best listener in the world, yourself. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but narrating your life is powerful. If you are cooking, say it out loud in English. I am chopping the onions. Now I am adding the salt. It smells delicious. These are simple sentences. They aren't Shakespeare, but they are real. You are connecting the physical action of your life with the English language. You are building a bridge between your brain and your mouth. You can also keep a passion journal. Every night, write just 2 or 3 sentences about your hobby. Today, I played the guitar. I learned a new chord. It was difficult, but I liked the sound. This does 2 things. First, it creates a habit. Second, it proves to you that you can express your own life in this new language. This brings us to the most powerful tool of all: storytelling. Every passion creates stories. If you love football, you have a story about the best goal you ever scored, or the time your team lost and you felt heartbroken. If you love painting, you have a memory of the first time you mixed colors and created a sunset. Try telling that story in English. Describe the colors, describe the wind on the field. When you attach an emotion to a word, your brain locks it in. You remember the word bloom not because you saw it on a flashcard, but because you described the flowers in your garden opening up in spring. The speed myth. Now, I need to warn you about a trap. Many of you are trying to run before you can walk. You hear native speakers talking fast, so you think fluency equals speed. You might see videos like "Speak English fast like a native," and you think you need to rush. But please, slow down. Fluency is not about how fast you can talk. It is about how comfortable you feel. When you speak slowly, you give your brain a chance to breathe. You give yourself time to choose the right word, the beautiful word, rather than just the first word. A slow, confident speaker is always more impressive than a fast, nervous one. Do not rush. Breathe. Speak with purpose. The joy of connection. Eventually, this passion leads you to the ultimate goal: connection. Imagine posting a picture of your artwork online and having someone from the other side of the world comment, "That's beautiful." Imagine replying to them in English. In that moment, you aren't practicing a language, you are just 2 human beings connecting over shared art. The language has become invisible, and the connection is all that matters. That is the magic we are chasing. Conclusion. So even if you feel tired today, even if you feel unmotivated, look for the simple joy. Don't force yourself to study a boring topic. Go watch a video about something you love. Read a paragraph about your favorite sport. Keep the flame alive. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have 0 mistakes. In fact, mistakes are good. They show you are trying. They show you are engaging with the world. Make English your companion, not your boss. Let it be the tool that helps you explore the things you already love. Outro. If you start doing this, if you start connecting your heart to your words, you will find that your world gets bigger and your English gets brighter. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found value in this, and if you are ready to let your English shine, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. My name is English Glow, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep speaking with your heart.